Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, claps are loud. I'm sorry about that. My name's Tyler. This is the Tarver Academy YouTube channel, and you're like, whoa, what is that? I haven't subscribed to it. Well, guess what? It's free. You can, but you don't have to. I don't care. The important thing is that you are here and we are learning. Today we are doing a series called Rock the Quote. It's where I give you a quote of the day and then I give you my thoughts on the quote and then you give me your thoughts on the quote in the comments or in your class's Google Classroom. And the idea is that we start a conversation around some great and inspiring quotes throughout history, okay? I threw out the question on Twitter, that's it, sorry, social media. And I said, hey, throw me some quotes, and you guys were awesome. And so this one is from Betsy Koss. Her handle, if you wanna follow her, is @SailForTheStars. I think I'll pop that graphic up unless I don't, okay? So there you go. Thank you, Betsy, for submitting this one. She sent me the quote by Carl Sagan. He said, "We make our world significant by the courage of our questions and the depth of our answers." Whew, okay, so there's two real parts to this, okay? It's one, we make our world significant. How do we do that? How do we make our world significant? How do we make our world matter? And in the context of this is, you can either view that as the world, like the entire world with all the humans and everything else, or you can look at it as like my world. So for me, my world would be all the people I come in contact with, my family, my friends, people at work, everybody I come in contact with, that is my world. And how do I make my world significant, or how do I make the whole world significant? So it's a good question. That's a good thought. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments on which one you thought of initially out of those two. It says, we make our world significant by the courage of our questions and the depth of our answers, okay? So there's two parts to that. So it's like, you got the first part and then you got like two little parts to this. We make it significant by the courage of our questions. How much are we willing to ask? How much are we willing to challenge in a positive way and a constructive way? How much are we willing to question about this world and our actions and what we're doing, the courage behind that, but then also the depth of our answers. How much thought are we putting into it? We've all taken a test. I've taken tests, and we've all been to school probably, and you've gone through an assignment and you've just given answers. You're just like, blah, 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 I'm gonna give my answers. And that's one way to do that. But if you want to give real depth to an answer, if you want to put like you've actually studied, you've researched, you really know a topic, and then you put that out there as the answer, how much more like you fulfilled your purpose on that test, like that's maybe a little over the top, but like how much more confident are you in submitting those answers when you really know it versus like, oh, I memorized it and I think this is right. It's like, we want to have courage in what we're asking, and then we really want to think about our answers as opposed to just like writing down the first thing that comes to our head, okay? So, I mean, there's been these videos where I've just like read the quote and I just say what's on the top of my head, and there's some that I really think about and I write down, I take some notes, I think of a personal story, an applicable thing that you guys might have gone through and try to say that, and then I'll put that towards it. And it's like, you can tell the difference. And so I would love to know your thoughts on this quote. Betsy, thank you again for submitting it. If you guys would, you want to subscribe, cool, but mainly just don't ever stop learning. Find YouTube channels and podcasts and things out there that make you seek some high depth questions, have the courage to find those questions, and then really go and make some depth towards answering those. And you know, some of these things are things we research and listen to and learn about and grow with our whole life. And some we really find out and we feel like we know, but I think it's the journey of never stop learning that helps us get and develop and become, you know. You hear that quote, it's all about the journey, not the destination. And I think that's important because it's what are you doing throughout the journey? So those are my thoughts. Sorry to bring in another quote at the end, but you know what? I was feeling it, so I did. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. Okay, you guys be good, stay sweet, never stop learning. Peace.